Legian was always the place that you'd come to if you thought you were a little bit more classier than the people down in Kuta. I remember back in the day, you'd come to Legian and you think, oh yeah, I'm really mixing it with the classy people now, and they're all just the same as the people down in Kuta, just paying a little bit more money for accommodation. It's a different place these days. Nice little skate park, which when I've come past here during the day is completely empty, probably because it's too hot. At night, well lit up and well used. People are loving it. I'm noticing a heap of people down on the beach here still. Mainly locals at the moment down there, just hanging out, non-cronging in the dark. What I'm going to do today in Legian is check out what it's like at night. I'm going to get up some of the back streets, maybe get up into Garlic Lane and that sort of stuff, see what the vibe is like now that we're in the high season. And I think it should be a little bit different to what it was last time when I was here. Last time I came here, I spun through it and I thought, you know what, this place is dead. But I've got a funny feeling tonight it's going to be different, so let's check it out. We're here in Legian. The first thing about Legian is that it's not called Legian, it's called Legian. Or something like that anyway. The way we say it as Aussies is a bit off. I remember people used to call it Legion. That was a good one. So I'm just digging up Jalan Benisari, that road that sort of cuts from the beach into the interior of Legian. And I've got plenty of good memories down this road as well. I remember once I came down here and I thought I might go and have a local meal. Went to a Masakan Padang restaurant, you know, that cooking from Padang. And I loaded up a plate full of stuff. And the lady charged me, like they don't have fixed prices. They have prices based on what the woman reckons it's worth. And she charged me $55,000, which was extraordinarily expensive at the time for Indonesian food. And I argued a bit with her. I said, oh, you're ripping me off. She's going, no, I'm not ripping you off. Anyway, I paid it, as you do. In subsequent years, I've actually been able to think back on that particular incident and realise that she wasn't ripping me off. It's just that I had piled my plate up with a bunch of meat, like all this rendang and chicken legs and all, like this big pile of food. And because meat is so expensive here in Indonesia compared to everything else, the price was just jacked up because of it. That's just normal. And I didn't really realise it at the time, so I kicked off, you know, as we do, thinking you're getting ripped off every 5 seconds when sometimes you are, sometimes you aren't. Good, thank you. Actually feels pretty lively down here with, watch out for this car coming behind me, but yeah, it feels pretty lively down here. Like there was a big string of restaurants and bars back there that were absolutely packed. Absolutely packed. Imagine being a taxi driver down these back streets, what a nightmare. That's a really good thing. I remember there was all these shops around here, like old warung styles things around here back in the day as well. And they used to do things like shakes and that sort of stuff. I remember all the way down here. That was funny, the car that had been following me, I just overtook it because there's another car coming down this way and all the locals are going, it's one way, it's one way. You can't get two cars going past one another down here. Still got these guys. Hey, brother! From Australia, where are you from?
Where are you from? Bali.
Where are you from? Bali, are you? Bali mana?
Bali sini.
Bali sini, Kuta.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
there you are.
thank you.
Yeah, it sounds like Balinese to me, but anyway. That always used to be the go, didn't it? You used to always get the motorcycle taxi drivers trying to give you a trip to wherever you want to go, and especially late at night. I remember that was a big thing. If you'd been out at the bars, there'd be those dudes patrolling and taking you home and charging you whatever they could get from you, depending on how drunk you were and how much money you had in your pocket. They were good memories, weren't they? Geez, so many good times in these places. Rented a car once from Eddie's. That was the car that I talked about one of the episodes where I drove it around for about 3 months, and he didn't realise I was going to take it for 3 months. He thought I only had it for 2 months and he thought I'd stole it. That was cool. That was a cool little Jimny, that one. Really good value back in the day as well. It was always a good idea to rent a car for me at that time. I just found it to be a great way to get around. And there's a few viewers of the channel who I'm in contact with, people like Wayne and Jill, that say to this day, renting a car is a great idea. You can get a car for like $300,000 a day and drive it yourself. And it's actually not a big deal, especially when you get out on the open road. If you're in like somewhere like Sanur especially, and you want to go from there up to Chandidasa or Ahmed, like the roads are pretty easy, just take it easy and you don't need to rush, and it's actually okay. Down here in Kuta and Legian, like getting the vehicles inside these gungs is a little bit stressful. But if you're only doing it to get it in and out, like you have to get it out of here if you're rented from here. I mean, it's not the end of the world. So I'm getting sick of these guys asking me, you want to bake? And I've got this guy, what's your name?
My name is Aswar Malik.
Aswar
Malik.
Malik. Dari mana aslinya?
Aslinya dari Makassar.
Makassar. Oh, Makassar is in Sulawesi. Far from here, so he's had to catch an aeroplane or naik apa ke sini, Pak?
Aku naik motor.
Naik motor.
Big bike, not small bike.
Tapi
big bike.
ada laut di antara Makassar dan sini.
Oh, maksudnya dari Makassar ke
Ya.
Bali naik pesawat. Yang ada naik kapal.
Oh, ya, enggak ada. So he's caught the airplane. What he's going to do, I've said, look, just give me a bit of a look along Jalan Legian, because that wasn't a plan of where I was going to walk tonight. So he's going to swing me past there and bring me back, and then when I keep walking, I might get some dinner. So we are on Jalan Legian now. We're heading south, so he's taking me up north.
Hi, welcome to Bali.
No crashing, yeah, no crash. And yeah, we just have a quick look at the scene on Jalan Legian down here. And it actually looks a little bit quiet, much quieter than I had expected, to be honest. I expected this to be a little bit more busy, because up until this point, it actually has been quite lively, actually, quite lively. Now, there are a few people around, a few, but yeah, I don't know. I guess all the action is going to be, and we haven't gotten there yet, but it's going to be around Garlic Lane, isn't it? That's going to be the story. So I better get back. I'll get him to drop me back off where I was, and we'll keep walking north from there, because I think that's where the good stuff's going to be, because this Jalan Legian is not the Jalan Legian that I remember from all those years ago. Like places like this used to be very busy. And all I can see is a couple of creepy old guys pointing at the women, and that's about it. Okay, we're back to where we started. Thank you, Aswar.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
Give tip, my friend. Thank you, brother.
Hey, you don't have to show me how much money I gave you, Aswar. Thanks, mate.
Okay.
It's one of those things. I actually, I'm a pretty good negotiator, but I'd like to be nice to people as well. So I don't really put it on camera. You don't want to be showing people that you're giving. Like that guy's just driven me around the block, giving me 100,000. It's probably worth like 10. But anyway, whatever. All right, places like this joint are absolutely pumping. Wow, it's crazy, isn't it? Lively in these back streets. Absolutely lively. I remember once I was down here and I went to one of these spas down here. I don't know which one it was. It was around here somewhere. And these are all the memories coming back to me about Legian and Kuta. Went to go and have a massage. Got in there, it's like, hang on a second, this don't look like no spa. It's just like this curtain in a like a cardboard box almost. And it's like, hang on a sec, I don't think this is going to be right. And the woman says, all right, get your clothes off. I'm like, okay. And then a few other women came in, and I thought, hang on, this is either not a massage or it's a special one, or they're coming to rob me. So I got out of there quick. They were like, oh, what's wrong? What's wrong? I was like, I just wanted a massage, love. Like really, I wanted a massage. Look at that place. That looks classy, doesn't it? Not very busy though. Not as busy as those old school pubs that people sort of prefer. I guess if you're coming to Legian, you probably want some of that old school pub vibe, don't you? A bit of a cheap meal, a few drinks and that sort of thing. We're coming off Jalan Legian onto Jalan Melasti now, and it's really quite busy down here. It's feeling quite busy. And of course, we're going to nick up Garlic Lane, see what the story is up here. See if it's busy up here as well. All right, Billy's 69 bar looks like it's got a few customers in there. They're all watching looks like they're watching the AFL again in there. A few drinks and so forth. When I go past most of these bars, like this one, there's all got the same thing on. There must be some sort of, like important match on or something like that. Like I just headed past the Legian there. I didn't poke my camera in. There's like security guards and stuff. And that was really busy. Like really, really busy. Feels good, you know. Feels like the Legian of old for me. We're coming up to the local, and that is packed. That place. Look at that place. I don't know why. Looks pretty fancy actually. But that's really just so busy. They've got live music on there and yeah, just really got a bit of a vibe going. All right, we're on to Jalan Padma now. I'm going to turn right up Jalan Padma Utara, which is up here. And then there's poses on the corner there, which is usually pretty busy. We'll have a look, see what it's like.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, it's pretty busy. Looks good. There's a bar over there as well, which looks fairly busy as well. Everyone glued to the TV watching that sport. All the massage ladies calling out to me. Don't want to get stuck in one of those situations again. I actually feel like getting a drink myself and maybe a small bite to eat. Got to find the right place though. This Y bar looks all right. It's pretty busy though. Don't know if I'll get a seat in there. Yeah, I probably won't. That looks too busy. So the match is Fremantle versus Sydney, and everyone seems to be cheering every time Fremantle does something. And I'm from Sydney, so I could go in there and just like shake it up a little bit. Like, I've got no idea about AFL, by the way. Oh, Three Brothers. That's a classic, isn't it? Three Brothers was like, it had a little bit of an independent feel to it back in the day, I remember. It was sort of like a slightly upmarket independent traveller place. That was my memory of it. Maybe that's wrong, but that's what the image I've got in my mind, actually. That's sad, an old busted up hotel there. Would have been the holiday spot for so many countless thousands of people. All those memories that people have in places like that, and it's just sort of rotting away. Sad in a way, isn't it? I don't know why it's sad. I have this real nostalgia thing, so anything that's sort of old-fashioned and it brings back some of those memories, I have this real nostalgic thing going on and it just rips at my heart. I don't know why. I get it really strong as well. Really strong. One thing that happens a lot here in Kuta and Legian that it doesn't really happen much in Sanur is like people are asking for stuff all the time. You want a massage, you want to braid your hair, all that sort of thing. And I always just say no thanks. But if I want to say it in Indonesian, I don't say tidak terima kasih. I don't say that. That would be weird. So what I'd normally say is I'd just say makasih, thanks, and might even dip my head to make it look like I'm not interested. You don't have to go tidak. You don't have to do those ones. Just saying makasih. Hello, 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 hello. You don't even have to say anything. You just ignore them and say hello. It's all right too. Actually, the further I go up Jalan Padma Utara, the less lively it feels, to be honest. As we get closer to Jalan 66, I don't know, it feels a little bit less lively. Oh, then I come to that place, Bali Aussie, and it's absolutely packed. Up until that point, up this area wasn't that lively, but that was lively. I think part of the charm with a lot of these places is that connection you have with the locals, the real larrikin type locals that you have around these parts as well. And the way that we can... Sorry?
White taxi?
No thanks, mate. Just jalan kaki saja. Jalan. Walking. Thanks, mate. No worries. How much are you charging, by the way?
Where do you need to go?
Anywhere. Small bintang.
5,000 happy.
There you go. Yeah, I love that. I love that sort of interaction, even with obviously other Aussies. You know, it's quite good. It makes you have a good time here. Getting close to the Jakarta now, and I'm going to turn down Jalan Werkudara. A lot of live music going on as well. They're competing with one another. So the place I'm at is called Sugar Ray's, and it's God, it brings back some memories of the sorts of places that I used to go to back in the day. Packed. Got live music on, pretty standard fare, but just a really good feel about it. Actually feels really weird because I've just gone and got a pineapple juice, a jug of pineapple juice, and everyone else is getting smashed here and having a really good time. It's a bit weird, but anyway. The other thing about it is that the people here are the real salt of the earth people, people that I might have worked with out in the bush from time to time, or people in the area that I grew up in, quite working class, and quite fittingly, you've got Jimmy Palm's Working Class Man being played on the live band here. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. The other thing I heard a lady shout out, I don't care, I'm on holidays, and I love that. I love that. Okay, got myself some chicken satay. It looks pretty good, like really chunky satay. That costs about 95,000. It's pretty expensive, but I don't mind because you're not just here for cheap food. It's a bit of an environment too. All right, let's give the sticks a go. Very good. Massive chunks of chicken, really like well grilled on a proper grill. Great peanut sauce. What more could you want, really? There's something about Legian that really brings back a lot of memories for me and feels quite enjoyable. I actually hope that it remains one of these popular spots. It certainly seems a little bit busier than Kuta did a few videos ago. Thanks for coming along for the ride today here in Legian, a place that holds so many fond memories. And thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with all things Sonora and the rest of Indonesia. I'll catch you next time and sampai jumpa.